Hey, Deborah. Oh my God, what a gorgeous room. Did you decorate this yourself? I mean, this is just stunning. I would never think of any of these texture or color combinations, and I love them. They're just, this is beautiful. Um, so I enjoyed looking at your contact sheets. I love the architectural space too. I just think that's really lovely. So just FYI, this is actually a still life. I'm going to accept it because your other two finals are of the full room, and most of your photography is of the full room. But at this point, I've taken so many people to task about submitting still lives instead of shots of a room, or at least as big a room as their focal length lens will allow, that I'll accept this. But I just want to point out, because those people will be watching, that this is a still life. This is not a shot of a whole room. But this is, and this is. So, well done. And then nice choice on your focal length lens. I don't even see, I mean, there's definitely a lot of distortion because of the short lens, but it's not problematic in either of your full room shots. And this is a great point of view. I mean, I'm always amazed that more people don't think to get their camera up really high and look down, because it gives you a nice view. And oftentimes ceilings, I don't know if I see it over here. No, it's actually, you have a lovely ceiling, but typically, at least in my house, ceilings aren't that attractive to look at unless they're, you've got some kind of crown molding or something wonderful. But that, joint between a wall and ceiling can often be quite photographically awkward. So it's good to not include it, I think, personally. So, nice job with your studio lights here. Let's see, I think in your next shot, yeah, you've got all your equipment shots down here. And yeah, I think that, let's see if I can find what you might have been doing in that shot. Hold on, let me look at it again. So it's coming from above, great, that makes sense. And you're shooting through your umbrellas, and then there's also your ceiling, in this case, is doing a good job for you, acting as a bounce and filling a lot of shadows back in for you, so that's great. This shoot went really well for you. And I think that the quality of the light with the studio lights is significantly better than this. Like here, there's a hot spot right over the table, and then the light's kind of falling off everywhere else. Even on the floor, it's just really dark underneath the table. And there's a lot, like, there may be more depth in this image because the shadows get deeper, but there's also a lot of weird shadows. There's, and it just, the light falls off really quickly. But then here in your shoot, there's a lot of light underneath the table, so we're able to see this beautiful wood, and there's, I mean, the light's not falling off over here on the end of this bookcase or armoire or whatever you call it. It's not falling off over here. It's actually nice and even. The only place the light starts to fall off is just kind of over here on the floor, which is not visually problematic at all. It kind of balances out the image, actually. And then you even thought to turn the lights on over here so we don't have a weird dark door. Very thoughtful, really nice framing, nice consideration of everything going on here. Yeah. And I think you did a great job. I think your contact sheets were so fun for me to look at. This is like a decorating style that I would never go for, but love here. I just love it. Like, all these curves and the natural wood and the soft colors. Like, I just want to go there. I want to be in your dining room. That looks so inviting. And it's so much more inviting when you add the extra light, because even here, we can see all sorts of lighting problems, like, the light reflecting on the wood, and it just gets dark in some areas, and then in your studio shots, in your shots with the additional light, it just, so much of this is resolved. Like, and even these shots are really, I mean, I probably would have called these full room shots. You're including enough stuff, but like the light is so even and soft and inviting. I mean, it's magazine quality. You nailed this, Deborah. You did a great job. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed looking at this. Except for that one still life. That's not actually a shot of a whole room. It's a beautiful still life. Really is a beautiful still life. Thanks, Deborah.